everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 757 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. It is Test Taking Techniques Tuesday, and it's going to be a good one, guys, because we're giving those skills to pay the bills.
That's right.
Last night we had a great one with the Monday Kona catchphrase, plus all those passers. Woo, it was a passer bonanza. It was pretty awesome. So we want to work on getting more. We can't. We're just greedy. We just want more passers. We want more people to pass. So let's get to work tonight. Brandy, we got the test taking techniques tonight. What do you want to say about those techniques?
That they're amazing.
Awesome, Brandy. Good job. All right, good.
They're essential, important, and fire.
I love making you ad-lib. Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know how to do it.
Anyways. All right, anyways. Yeah, if you don't know who we are, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the KonaButterflyz. I'm the one that runs all the back office over here. But you're not here for my secretarial work. No, you're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7. And she's more than qualified to teach you all things you need to know, because what kind of summer is it, Brandy?
It's a hot past summer leading into a hot past fall.
Wow. Is that what we're doing?
Well, it's like almost fall.
Yeah, it's true. We're getting what, September?
You know what's weird? Like, school officially starts
in California. It's called summer continued.
Yeah, because like fall is September, right?
Yeah.
And like the equinox or whatever.
Yes.
I always mix those up. But like school starts next week for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, here we go.
So it's like fall.
Yeah, Maybell's. I'm only here for Brandy. Sorry, Andy. I had no offense. I would be here for just Brandy too.
Aww.
All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's go. Hey, our shelves are showing up on the screen. Just notice that.
I know.
The camera's off a little bit.
Do you see though the randomness that is on my shelf?
Yeah. Well, for the first time, you guys get to see how much children we are. I wish we could blame that as our kids' toys, but nope, that's all ours.
Fine.
Those are ours. Yeah.
QB.
All right, everybody. If you want to join in on our online on our course material, our online videos, our audios on demand, you have class when you need to have class. You don't have to wait on a weekend. You don't have to stay awake for 80,000 hours during on the weekend to try to retain everything and try to test on a Monday, because that's crazy. Because 2 hours of it is probably all you're going to remember, and then the rest of it you're just wondering when break and lunch is, right? And who's going to tell the kids to be quiet, right? What is the kids doing in the back room anyway?
I don't even know.
It's difficult to do those boot camps. So that's why we do what we do. If you want to know more about it, Orientation Replay explains everything that we do, the paid, the free, the good, the great. Just check it out. All you got to do is scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat. Also, study guides, SIE 663, $20 each. Make you holla. And we even have something for the 26ers as well. We have the Kona Discord. We have our Kona community. That's where you can meet up, ask questions, get all those answers. And plus, you can message Brandy direct over there. But if you want to talk to me about your membership and all that great stuff, 866-HEY-KONA. We've already established I am the secretary. 866-HEY-KONA, 866-439-5662. That's where you can get me at.
Executive assistant.
Wow. Look at me getting my glow up, as the kids say. Oh.
Actually, you'd be like the COO, Chief Operations Officer.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
I do a lot of operating around here.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody, let's get to it. If you're not, if you are a member, we have the live session happening tomorrow. We have the Series 65. And in that 65, what are we doing tomorrow, Brandy?
We are going to do focus. We're going to focus on laws and regulations.
We're going to do focus.
Don't ask. We're just going to focus on laws and regulations.
We're going to focus just on laws and regulations.
Yes.
7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. Is that a 1 or 2 hours?
It is a 1 hour.
Tomorrow is going to be a 1 hour. So there you go. All members get access to that. What else does this help? What other exams?
63.
So if you're studying that 63, I would be in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Right?
No, absolutely. I was just going to say sometimes the conversations in the 65 get a little
too
technical,
much.
but
Brandy will guide
fun.
you.
Yes, but it's fun. Laws and regulations, also 63.
Brandy will guide you back if it gets too crazy. So don't worry, everybody.
Yes.
So yeah, check it out. And there you go.
Yeah.
We'll have that tomorrow. Hey, if you were on yesterday, we talked about all the passers we had. And one of the passers we had on or we talked about yesterday,
Yes.
was none other than, because if you're not following us on Instagram, I wish you would,
Yes.
because we added another one to the Kona Hall of Fame
Yes.
because we got a passer. I'll give her we got to pass her.
Yes.
And I wanted her to talk last night, but she was unable because she was driving back from study site and all this stuff. But I wanted to give her opportunity to shine, if you will, because this was a long time coming. This was not easy. She threw everything at it. She gave it everything she got. Trust me, guys, if somebody has given everything, it is Zoila.
Yes.
And I want to say congratulations and let her tell you guys all how she got it done, because a lot of you might be feeling defeated. You might feel like it's not easy for you and what's wrong with me and all this other stuff. And you're just like, is it possible? And I think when you hear people talk and they give their own experience and what they did, it really does give you hope and say, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it too. And so without further ado, go ahead and unmute yourself, Zoila, and let all the fine people know how you got this thing done.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. First of all, a huge privilege and honor for sure. Um, I think I started working with you, Brandy, like 4.5 years ago. I think that's when we first got started. So,
I do it
um,
pounds, 100, Andy's 100 pounds ago.
Yeah.
yes. Um, and I hadn't realized that in a way like how much of a struggle it's been. Like I've known it's been a struggle, but it kind of gave me a little bit of perspective yesterday to watch um, the brew from yesterday. Um, and I think that the thing that has helped me the most was, so like I said, I started working with Randy about 4.5 years ago. I did an in-person class, and I simply wasn't ready. I wanted it with my heart and everything, but I guess my mental health, my self-esteem, really, it just wasn't there. And I wasn't at a place where I was allowing myself to succeed. There was a lot of self-sabotaging. And it was honestly pretty sad to get to that realization. Like I knew it, but it was just what it was, and I decided to take a time out and focus on my well-being. And it's been like over 3.5 years of like talk therapy. And sometimes every single week. Most of the time every single week. When it wasn't that, it was every other week. Medication when it's been needed, which it still is. Um, and just uh, making myself vulnerable to recognize that I wasn't in a place where I was allowing myself to succeed. So, although I've known that I have the smarts to pass this test and all of them, really, always, I just wasn't allowing myself to do that. Um, so I had to do the work. I had to be vulnerable. I had to sit there and do the work, get emotionally exhausted every single time after every session and do all that good stuff. But I knew that this was what I wanted to do. I burned every bridge possible, so there's no turning back. I mean, of course I can turn back, but I just don't want to. And this last time that I came to work with you again, Brandy, KonaButterflyz, how long have I been with you guys? Has it been like 6 months, 8 months?
I wouldn't
Well,
say it was that long. It was like after the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So it was like
6 months.
February.
okay.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I lose track of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Um, well, the point is that even then, I was still self-sabotaging. I wasn't allowing myself to pass this test. And you're like, what's wrong with you, Soila? And we'll save that for therapy. But think about where it is that you're at. Do a personal inventory and check yourself. Be honest, brutally honest with yourself and see where are you? Where is your self-esteem? Where is the self-talk that you're doing with yourself? And again, look at those habits of self-sabotaging. And if you see those, I highly recommend that you talk with a counselor, pastor, priest, whatever it is that you do that your spirituality, faith goes with, and work on yourself. Personal development address those things, because you're never going to do anything if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't allow yourself to get those blessings that God and the universe is giving you. They're there. We just have to be feeling like we're worth it and we're deserving enough of it. So even like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I was self-sabotaging. I had to reschedule over and over again. I've rescheduled maybe like 3 or 4 times. This is the second. 4 years ago, I scheduled my test twice and I didn't show up. This time, I scheduled my test. Like I said, I had to reschedule. This is my second attempt. The first one was a month ago, and only because I forced myself not to reschedule it and show up. I don't know if I could have passed last month had I been able to do notes and do the breakdown like we do with the orders and the monas. But I think even like a week ago, I was having, this self-talk that was saying like, I give you permission to pass. Like nothing really changes when you pass. You can't do business. You're not interested. Oh, that's my timer. You're not entrusted with clients. Nothing changes. Yet everything changes when you pass this test. So you just have to get real with yourself and see where it is that you're at, and do the work to get to a better place so that you can allow yourself to pass.
I
And
think
that's
I
advice.
think it's incredible that you came on here, and very brave of you to be so vulnerable and so honest and transparent with how exactly what you've been going through and what you've been dealing with. And I really want to say thank you for that, and we love you for it. And I know there's a lot of people on here that are just like, you know what, I needed to hear that. I've been kind of feeling that. It's been my vibe, and I need, maybe I need to give myself permission. I love the fact that you said that. I give myself permission to pass, and we say it all the time. A lot of times, guys, you guys are smart enough. You do know the content. It's all mental. It's all, how you visualize and how you see it. And if you do give yourself permission to pass, and we self-sabotage sometimes, well, some of us a lot of times, by telling us how we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, I'm not getting this, and we just say it over and over and over again, and we just become trained. We just become trained in that, and it takes some conditioning, and it takes it's just like going to the gym. You have to work on that self-esteem. You have to work on your self-talk. You have to work on all of these things. And I said that on Sunday. For me, I do that all the time. It's a daily struggle. I struggled with depression for I still do, forever. And it's a daily checkup all the time. Like, hey, positive mental attitude. Hey, this is great. Hey, I don't that why am I caring about that? Or why, where we need to focus. And Zoila, I love the fact that you were that honest about all of that. And I'm glad you joined us tonight and talked about that. But what do you want to say about Zoila, Brandy?
No, absolutely. Everything that Andy said, because I think so many times we don't take that personal inventory and really kind of get to the root of why we're not challenging ourselves to want to actually take the steps to pass these exams. Because guys, again, like on Sunday, we really talked about how we know that for a lot of us, this isn't just an exam. This isn't just a license, that this is truly, life changing. And that, for you to say that, I love the fact that she said, by the way, nothing changes, but everything changes.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
was amazing, by the way. But studying wise, she developed her own like game to really keep her
Let's see those
consistent.
arms.
I think she needs some permission again to unmute herself. Guys, those are Super Mario Brother
Oh,
tattoos.
that's awesome.
It's so cool. But she actually created like a way for her to kind of like litmus test herself on her goals, and it was amazing, because it's like Andy and I have been sitting over here talking about how we want to do it, have an app that does that for you, and she's sitting here doing it on paper. It was super rad.
Yeah, I think it's cool that I think apps are cool, and it becomes a video game where it tells you, "Hey, you're doing great." But I think it's more impactful when we do things for ourselves, and we makes us smile, and we makes us like achieve those things. and you do that. And I feel like it's more impactful because you start getting in the habit and having that coping mechanism to help you really feel good about what you're doing and how you're achieving. And guys, it's such a major win in the small victories to do that. Um, so many people struggle with so many things, but the main thing is that you got to just start small and you give yourself small victories and you celebrate those little victories one by one, and then it leads to a big victory like Zoila got her SIE done. And I'm just glad, not that you needed this, but I mean, not that I needed this, but you needed to know that you could do this.
Yes.
Brandy and I knew a long time ago
course.
how smart you were.
Yes, we knew
We
it.
knew you were intelligent. We knew you had all the tools, but it was something that you needed to realize, and you did. And I'm glad, because now we got a couple more paths, and we're going to do it, and you're going to do it, and it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to hear you talk about passing the Series 6.
Yes.
And this is going to be awesome.
I love
So
it.
congratulations, and thank you so much for being on here. I really appreciate it. And definitely want to say thank you again for being so dang honest and transparent. That is true bravery, and you're definitely an inspiration.
Very, very incredibly impactful.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So many people are not willing to say those things, but I'm so glad that she is, and that honesty is definitely helps out.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, I think having open and honest conversations about exactly what she needed to do, I think we hide it too much under the rug, to be honest with you. I'm just going to say it. And I think that, her opening the door like that, I think was phenomenal.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
All right, guys, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. I'm amped up after hearing Zoila. Let's get our pass notice on. Let's get this thing going, and it is the skills that pays the bills. And as she said, not only just the mental aspect of it all, and working on that, but also she was saying that the Mona, the OMs, the test taking techniques, guys, the things that we teach all the time in all of our members' live sessions. And she did go to the small group tutoring, and she did take advantage of all that she was paying for. And you learn these techniques, guys. It helps you out. It gives you that extra bump, that extra edge, so that way you can do that. And someone already in the chat's like, can you remind me what Mona is? Don't worry, we'll go over it in Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. And when we have a workshop, I encourage you to go to that, because guess what? We go over all that great stuff, but you're in luck. I'm sure tonight we're going to have a good Mona, and you're going to learn that. So let's buckle in. Let's get this thing going. Let's put those, let's get our pencils and paper ready. Let's get that desk down to the down right position. Let's get to work. Yep. We got rules of Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. Rule number 1 is you're not allowed to ask, what exam did that question come from? Guys, so many times we see exam questions up there, and you guys get so dang caught up on, wow, that's a difficult one. Wow, I don't know if I studied that. Oh, that's so difficult. Oh, you get in that mental, I don't know, hogwash. I don't know how to say it any other way right now. But it's all a bunch of baloney, right? We just get so tied up in knots about the difficulty, and if that's it. Guys, that doesn't matter. It's the techniques. It's how she strategizes, how she takes it down. So many times we could take these down without any kind of content whatsoever.
Yes.
Just looking at the surface information. And it's just like, when you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, that answer was just begging me to pick it.
It was like, what?
Yeah, because if you didn't know this, guys, the answer is always on the screen.
Yes.
So how do we get good at doing that, Brandy?
Well, we practice.
That's why we got rule number 2. So as soon as we're done here, we're going to go ahead and you go get your 10-question flash quiz. And what is a flash quiz? 10 questions, 10 minutes, 1 minute of thought, just purely drilling on these techniques and what you saw tonight and just working on it. Guys, it is a skill set, and skill sets take time, and it takes failure. So you got to learn and just stick to it and learn those techniques and skill sets until you master them.
Yes.
There's no other way around it. So let's go.
Let's do it. All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. A, it's good. It is good for 2 years. Can I be real with you guys? I don't think I read most of these.
Do you want me to read them for you?
No, it's okay.
Is it throwing you off?
No, it's okay. It is good for 2 years. It requires a supplemental prospectus to be filed before each sale. It requires a prospectus to be filed only once, or it is good for 3 years if the issuer meets certain requirements. Guys, I just saw that.
One,
Now-
2, 3, and an only.
Now look, check this out, guys. Mona, right? Somebody
Wow,
asked
right
in
off
chat.
the bat.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? So Mona means must, only, never, and always.
Always and forever.
Right? Wow, that's really sloppy. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. I
Am
don't
I
even
singing
know
or that right?
No, my right. Must, only, never, and always. There we go. Guys, when you see these words, these are very definitive words. So these are usually not true. I didn't mean always, but usually not true. Okay.
So without seeing the question, if we have a not true and only one of those answers, I'm thinking the question is going to have an except. It's going to have something where it needs to be different from everything else, and that's going to why it's going to be my answer.
Exactly. So I'm going to kind of put a circle there. But let's look at the question, right? The question says, which of the following statements regarding Rule 415 shelf registration is false? Now, okay, can I say this, guys? I both love this question and hate this question. The reason why I love this question is because it just goes just right here, false, nice, bold, right? The reason why I hate this question, guys, is because it's not going to be like this on the test, right? We get trained in a Q bank that, okay, anytime it says true, except, not true, false, whatever, it's going to be bold. It's not like that on the test. So don't rely on that. Does that make sense? This would be one of those things where I'm saying, ignore the smoke and mirrors and just go, it says false, it says only, I'm just going to click on it.
Brandy told me that's a not true. Not true is false, right?
Right. And see, there you go, guys.
That's it.
That's it.
Read nothing else.
Yeah, guys, I didn't read this question. I saw the only, I saw the false, I clicked on it, I was right.
That's it.
Yes.
But what about Rule 1415, 6, 7,000? Who cares?
I've been teaching this for 8 years. I didn't even know that was considered Rule 415.
So who cares?
Yeah.
Guys, timed exam. You find a fast way, and that's the fast way to get a good answer. Do it. Move on.
Yes. Moving on. Moving on. Right. I got the Federal Reserve Board. I got the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. If you guys didn't know what FINRA meant, that's what it means. Securities and Exchange Commission, Options Clearing Corporation. So the only one that's really like stands out is the one that says options, right?
I was going to say the and one, but that's good.
There is an and.
But I don't know if that really qualifies as one of my and answers, really.
Yeah, because that's like a title.
It's part of the, yeah.
I mean, I could go further, but I think what I'm going to do is go, I don't really, like, I'm going to try to step out a little bit and say, I don't really know what the Federal Reserve Board does. I hear about FINRA. I hear about
testing me.
Yeah. And then there's the OCC, which says options, right?
Yeah.
So now check this out. I'm going to look at the question, and the question says, if an investor is long an option, I don't know about the rest of the question, but I knew that that was options and D, and the question is talking about options, and guess what? That's going to be my answer.
That's it. You move on.
You move on. Guys, I didn't want to overthink this one. I just saw option. We're talking about options.
Sometimes people get so caught up in learning the content. I got to know how no, you don't. Why don't you just want to know how to pick answers?
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes I want to tell people that all the time. But Brandy, I want to know how exactly the option thing works. Okay, why? Are you going to be an options dealer, or do you want to pick right answers?
It's in the study guide. No, just kidding.
Do you want to get a pass notice, or do you want to be an options guy?
But so many times, guys, we would have overlooked that because you hate options. I hate options, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody asked me today, a new Kona member asked me today, do I do this every time? Do I look at my answers and try to break down my answers every time?
Do you want to get a pass notice every time?
Yes, I do. I do it every time. Yes.
Do you want to get a passing score every time?
Yes, I do.
There you go. That's your answer.
Right? But she was new, so.
I know.
Yeah. All right. So it says an agent for the issuer, an investment advisor under the Investment Advisors Act of 1940. So first of all, this one's way different because it's like super long, right? Crazy long.
And it has a number.
And it has a number, and it has advisor listed twice.
Yeah.
I think it's
a double advisor.
Right. And then we have the underwriter and the stockbroker. Right.
Right.
So I bet you, simply because B is super freaking long.
Yeah.
And guys, listen to how I approach these questions. I don't approach it in a very academic-y way. If you notice,
content way.
I'm literally going, that's a freaking long answer.
Right.
It is.
That is the scientific
That is the scientific way
description of saying it.
right? But sometimes, guys, I
That's the
do
technical
that.
term for saying it's a long answer.
Yes, right? Because I do that so I'm relaxed, right? So I'm not approaching this like I'm super serious about this because then it puts a different connotation on this whole experience.
Guys, we're doing the purely authentic way of doing this.
Exactly. Guys, anyone who part of their business gives investment advice. Well, it says investment advice there. It says investment advisor there. It says investment advisors there. I think the answer's B.
It's a very SIE question.
And I knew, actually 63 too.
See?
And I knew that the answer was probably that anyways.
Why do we have this on here? Because guys, you guys pick things because you're overcomplicating it. You knew that was right, and then you overcomplicate it, and then you pick the wrong one.
Yes.
Like you're just like a magnet.
Yes. It can't be that easy.
It can't be that easy. I'm gonna go ahead and get it wrong.
Guys, I used to say that when I discovered this, when I was studying for my 65, I used to go, there's no way it's this easy. And then I got to thinking, kind of just, I'm going to say this, kind of like how Zoila said, I give myself permission to pass. I had to give myself permission to recognize that it is that simple. Does that make sense?
And just pick answers based on that.
Just pick answers based on the simplicity. I bet you it works. All right. So I have, why does that look so bad? So I have common stock. I have corporate bonds and T-bonds. I have T-bills and negotiable CDs, and I have preferred stock. This is legit how I answered this question today. I saw the two ands, Andy's favorite, right?
Yes.
Right. I see corporate bonds, but then I see bills and negotiable CDs. Guys, CDs are sold at banks. I'm getting a financial license to trade investments, not to work at a bank. So I'm going to go with C, and guess what? That was the answer, and I didn't even read the question.
Oh, what's the question?
I'm sorry, my bad.
For those at home that really care.
Your client has a long time horizon and is willing to accept some risk to achieve a better rate of return of the following, which would be the least suitable. How about the one I can't sell anyways? Because I don't work at a bank. Do you see what I just did there?
Yeah. We're not, what do we open up? Savings accounts over here?
Yeah, come on now.
What do I look like? Bill the teller?
And to confirm it, A, B, and D are all sold by investment licensed representatives.
I apologize if you are Bill the teller.
Yeah, if you're Bill the
Nothing wrong
teller,
with
that's
it.
cool.
Sell your CDs, boy.
But it's not in this.
But that's why you're here, because
test.
you don't want to. You want your own corner office.
You don't want to sell CDs anymore. You want to sell common stock.
Yeah.
Right? But guys, that's how I did it. That's exactly how I pulled these questions today. CFO.
CFO, IPO, SPO, APO.
Is there one that stands out?
Is there one that stands out? The one that has an A?
I didn't even think about that. And all
the other ones have and then that one has a CFO.
I didn't even notice that. Wouldn't it be a SPO? No, an SPO. I guess
no, because a C is a consonant, and that's why we can use A. The others are start with a vowel. Or no, wait, so would an S?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a SPO.
But A is different, right?
Yeah.
Right? So people are like, I don't even know what an SPO is. That's cool.
I don't know. I know nothing. I just see the A.
Yeah. All the following examples are issuer transactions, except the one that's different.
Look, I legit will say this. If I was in the exam, my brain farted out. I don't even know what's going on. All I see is letters. I am going, you know what? That's the only one that has an A in it.
Yeah.
I'm going with that. Just because, look, I know someone in there was like, I know what it is. It's chief financial officer.
IPO.
I totally understand that.
SPO.
But you got to remember, we're in an exam. We might not what the other three are.
Is it because it's pronounced S like ES that we put an in front of the S? Guys,
can we dig into this later?
I don't know, but this is what I would be doing on the test.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have picked the right answer and moved on.
Well, yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. All right.
There's an English teacher on here right now going, that's why.
So,
like,
yes.
They're like itching.
Yes.
To tell you.
I got debentures. I got mortgage bonds, equipment trust certificates, and preferred shares. Okay. So I know what a bond is. I know that a bond and a share is different. I don't remember what a debenture is. And this says trust certificate. So I'm going to look at the question. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to make a match, right? Which of the following is an example of an equity? Well, I can share an equity. I can't share a trust certificate. I can't share whatever the heck a debenture is, but I can share an equity,
which is your preferred shares.
which is why they're called shares.
It's almost like
You wondered why.
a share.
Yeah.
I'm sharing equity.
Yes.
We're not sharing a tractor. We're not sharing a house.
That's fine.
And I'm definitely not sharing dentures with you.
Right. Ew, that'd be gross. Oh, that was the last one.
We did it.
Aw, I was
Too
just
much
having
fun.
fun.
I know some people are like, what dentures?
Guys, that was 6 questions that we answered with no securities knowledge. Last night, we did 6 questions and we answered no securities knowledge. I'm just saying. 12 questions, no securities knowledge.
These were all probably taken right in order and just thrown on.
I skipped one that was a 1, 2, 3, 4 question.
Because there's no 1, 2, 3, 4 questions on the SIE, by the way.
That's it. These were literally back-to-back questions.
Back to back, that easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Now it's your turn.
Yes, it is.
It's your turn to go get that study on. Go get your own 10-question flash quiz. Go do the exact same thing. Did you see how little thought we had there? We literally picked an answer because one of them had an A instead of an an. Did you see that? Guys, don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it difficult. Just click it. I know it sounds crazy, but why not? Just do it.
Just click it.
We're here to get a right answer. We're here to just get a pass notice.
Yes.
I know that most of you want to read the book 1,000 times over. You want to read an LEM 500 pages long and rewrite it. Why do that? When you just get a pass notice and move on with your life.
Yeah.
I asked somebody after the brew last night. I was like, hey, do you want your weekends back? Let's just do this and get it over with so you can get your weekends back. So let's just do that. All right, everybody. We got live sessions happening tomorrow. We've got the Studying Brew coming back for... Which one are we doing? Hard hitting?
Oh, we're gonna do some. I'm gonna find a question, and we're gonna do hard hitting Wednesday, but we're gonna tie it into a question.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
So same bat time, same bat channel, everybody. Until then, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We so super appreciate you. Thank you again, Zoila, for your wonderful talk speech. Being on.
No, her testimonial. Testifying.
Yes.
Being clairvoyant. Being transparent.
Transparent. See, there we go.
Oh
we're going to find our words. Thank you again, Zoila, for being on. Guys, practice these techniques in your flash quiz tonight before you go to sleep. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.